everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back,
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Welcome back, Organic Fanatics. You know what it is. It's your boy Ruel, Castle King. We got the fam up in the piece. We got the new Knicks. Talk to them, new Knicks.
Yo. What's poppin', everybody? Salute, welcome home, everybody. Knicks fan, Knicks Nation worldwide. Here with my brother, my fam, and our guest. You know what I mean?
We're gonna introduce our special guest right now.
Yeah.
And then we got
Machete Mig. Mike the specialist, everybody. Salute, welcome.
Machete Mig, talk to him.
What's going on, folks? What's going on, cuz? What's going on, Ruel? What's going on, Phil? Jay Blaze, what's going on, Mikey?
And now
welcome, Knicks family, bienvenidos.
Hey, now we got the fam out the way. We got our special guest, MIA representative, Mr. 305, Mr. Jay Blaze himself, friend and family of the show. Until the series. Talk to him, Jay Blaze.
What's good? Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate the content you guys are doing. It's dope. Much respect. And just here to talk about how lucky the Knicks are to be in the Heat's presence. That's all.
Hey, my boy hey, right off the top. We sing it. Hey, we start fighting. It's all love till after this series. It's going down. We throwing body bags and haymakers. Jay Blaze, that's my guy. Family members here. Let's just cut to the chase. Let's just recap a little bit because we got our own your 305 representative. Some of y'all that was asking that wanted the smack talk because we bring them in here. We bring the family. So we got this series, Mr. Jay Blaze. We going to game 3 tomorrow. We won even. We'll give you some. We'll give you a little freedom on it. Tell us your thoughts on the first 2 games and so far on this series.
I think the first 2 games was actually indicative of how the Heat and the Knicks give it up. I think the toughest game is going to be game 3. It's going to be a good series. I think whoever wins game 3 is going to win the series. We talked before, and I told you the winner of this series is going to win in 6. The best thing that happened for the Heat is that Randall is back. And I know that sounds crazy, but just like the best thing for the Heat to beat Milwaukee was that Tyler Hero got hurt. We can't win with him. You guys can't win with R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle in the starting lineup. I'm sorry. The IQ is just too low.
Where's the gunshot sound effects? Because I hear shots being fired.
I heard about 3 shells came out the chamber. They dropping. He just bang.
I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping a buck. To me, I respect the Knicks. I really like what you guys have done. And I'm glad you guys made it this far. You shot a lot of people. I tape it off, but the key for the Heat to win is to make RJ Barrett the best player for the Knicks. That was the key in game one. We made him as long as he's your best player, you can't beat the Heat. Jalen Brunson, he's an animal, he's a beast. He doesn't have to score to beat us. If he's the best player for the Knicks, the Heat's in trouble. I don't care how well Jimmy Butler plays. So respect to the Knicks. I told you guys I had the Knicks winning game 2 by 8 points. You guys kind of disappointed me. You only won by 5, so I was a little off. I got the Heat winning a tight win game 3. I think it'll be 102-97. Down the stretch, Randall does something silly like he did in the last game.
Okay, yo, there's a lot to unpack here. Hold on, he done threw 3 Molotov cocktails, couple of gunshot shells. Machete Mick, you got any responses? Anything you got to say to that? Any comment to what he said right here?
No, I mean, all due respect. What's going on, Jay Blaze? You know, Miami Heat's gonna get competitive. We're gonna play their first game in the playoffs, second round in a while at home down there in the Heat. You know, if the Heat fans show up, we'll see what happens. You know, it's gonna be a full house. Be a lot of Knicks fans out there as well. You know how it is. You know, Pat Riley has a lot of history with the Knicks. We got a lot of history, a lot of deep history with the Heat. A lot of deep history, a lot of deep contentious rivalry. You know, with them and the fans. But you know, we'll see. You know, I think we're gonna do well. You know, we do better away at home. We don't have that MSG pressure on us either. When we're gonna play out there at Madison Square Garden South and see what's gonna happen. If you guys show up,
what do you got to say to that?
Including the fans.
Machete, do you think your role players are going to play better in Miami than they did at home?
It's about the same. Yeah, I think we'll do well. I mean, you saw what Randall did the last time he was out there.
Listen, you guys,
you seeing your facts about it.
Good. I thought you was frozen.
You're frozen a little bit, Jay Blaze. You're on mute.
Okay, no, I was saying me and Pat Riley are sending him a fax.
Well, hey, listen.
I'm waiting. I got a response. Go for yours. We gotta talk.
Listen, you guys. First of all, you guys got lucky in game 1. I mean, luck is beyond. You know what I mean? Fucking Jalen Brunson wasn't shooting like he was supposed to. I mean, he never missed 7 3-pointers. You feel what I'm saying? You guys got lucky. Our players, whatever the case was, you guys got it. You guys got game 1. You know what I mean? And I mean, unless Jimmy puts on that weave and pulls out something from the weave, I don't see you guys winning not even one more game.
Wow! Whoa! Where's the shots fired with that?
Bang!
That's like I'm
rather just like you rather have Randall on the court. I'd rather have Jimmy on the court shooting long twos because all he does is shoot long twos. Your guys got real streaky and lucky on them 3 because we wasn't guarding the 3 like how we was. Listen, you guys had how many fast break points you guys had in game 2?
We gonna make at least 17.
How many fast break points you guys had? 0. You know why? Tibbs, all that touchdown passes shit. That shit wasn't happening in game 2.
Let him reply.
That was happening in game 3.
Let him reply.
Game 3 is called shutdown.
Let him reply.
IQ is coming the ball. RJ's coming the ball. Like we haven't even been firing on all cylinders.
You have.
You next. Let him reply.
Playing the best basketball you're playing all year. I was trying to do you a favor and not bring up game 2. You guys literally took a long call by the refs You guys shot like 60 free throws in game 2, by the way. It took a blown call by the refs where the ball hit the rim. We laid the ball up and we only down by 1 point. I wasn't even going to bring up game 2 because you guys should be embarrassed that you didn't mollywop. We started 3 undrafted players and you guys were in a dogfight and you celebrating a win all at home. You're supposed to win at home. Like, when do we start celebrating doing what we're supposed to do on professional teams? And another thing is, you guys need a better coach. You have no game plan. So I'll say that
What?
later.
Hold on. Hey, my guy, if you're paying attention to the whole playoffs, every single team lost at home. One. You feel what I'm saying? Even the best of them. Even the
Not
champs.
Miami. Not Miami. Not Miami.
Oh, we haven't. Y'all barely got. You know why? Because we had home court advantage because we was a better team than y'all this year, and we beat the Cavs, which was a better team than y'all, and y'all barely made the playoffs. I mean, the play-in.
Cleveland should have been in the playoffs. We all know that. Cleveland rated. They just like R.J. Barrett. They rated PG pure garbage. We already know that. The problem is that we have the best basketball team. You guys have the best talent.
Let me answer. Let me get a word in here. Hold on.
Get in, yo. Get in.
No, I was you finished.
Y'all got the best paycheck schedule. Y'all got them refs in your pocket. Cause I saw Kyle Lowry grabbing one of my players' fucking private spot. I'm not even gonna curse. The nigga's hand was all in my boy's thing. That wasn't even called, my dude. Y'all was doing so much dirty shit that the refs wasn't even calling because it's a political game they playing, bro. You know Riley got them checks ready for them refs. Like, let's not even play that. Let's not even play that. And on top of that, every single one of them Heat players been playing together more than my Knicks. And on top of that, y'all learn from the best flopper in town and in the league. Y'all all learn how to flop from James. You heard? That's just passed down like a tradition.
All right, hold on.
First of all, LeBron James didn't teach us anything. He came there to learn how to win a championship. We had one when he showed up. Secondly, if you could do me a big favor and tell me who shot more free throws in game 2. In game 2, who shot more free throws? We shot 18, shot 45. Who's the ref cheating for?
Yeah. So listen, on the ref, hold on. On the ref, on the ref part.
You know why we got to the line? Because y'all was sweeting the inside.
No, the refs is a wash. The refs is a wash on both teams. When we're talking about the Heat versus New York, it's a wash on both. Y'all got the calls in the first game. We got the calls on the second. So on that point, it's a wash. Competitiveness between both of us. Yeah. The main thing between both of us, in all honesty, when it comes to it, where you guys have had the same team for quite some time. Now, you guys did get lucky as far as the people you're talking about, undrafted. That you talking about your undrafted players. You guys got a couple of players that literally just fell in your lap. Kevin Love. You got him literally off the waiver wire. You got what's his name with the cornrows? Cody. What's his name? Twin.
Kessler, the ball guy.
The twin with Kobe.
We got him. Picked him up.
You got him off the waiver wire. Who those two saved you? Now I give it to your undrafted player. They fell out. You.
The refs are only keeping the only ones keeping you in the games. The refs.
Well, we're gonna
forget the refs. The refs can only do so much.
We know that Kevin Love was in Cleveland, not playing because he's dealing with mental issues, which is a serious thing. And we know,
he was struggling to figure out what he was going to do with $130 million.
Yeah, but you have to give credit for the Miami being such a strong organization that they can get the most out of their players. If we go pound for pound, you guys have more number 1 draft picks, right?
What? We haven't had. Wait. A number 1 draft pick? Who's the number 1 draft pick?
Let him finish.
Hold on.
Let him finish. Let Blaze talk.
R.J. Barrett's a first-round draft pick.
That's one.
Randall's a first-round draft pick.
We didn't draft him.
you still got a first round draft pick. Now you look
All
at
right,
Miami.
no. Check this out. Check this out. Hey, Jay Blaze, you're right. You're right. But the New York Knicks organization, for how bad we've been over the years, we have never had a top 10 pick ever. And y'all don't want to dig into the history of that.
You
So
did have a
that
top
being
10
said,
pick.
the reason why we have the most number one draft picks is because of our office. It's because of our office and the movements that they did, which Phil Jackson first set off. You know what I mean? Phil Jackson first set off the trajectory of where we going right now. So we acquired, we do have a lot of number one draft picks. We do. But we acquired them. It's not like we was garbage like Cleveland was, and Cleveland got 3 number one draft picks back to back to back to back. Every team, I can name you every team that got a draft pick, a top draft. Bro, well, when we had 17 wins, well, what happened? What happened to the NBA? All of a sudden, when the Knicks are shit, they want to fucking switch up the rules. Oh no. Now I'm not. The worst team doesn't get the number one draft pick now. Now let's invent something like everybody gets a chance at the fucking number one draft pick instead of giving us our fucking due. That's always been.
They did rig the draft to give you guys Patrick Ewing.
Hey,
they did rig the draft to give you guys Patrick Ewing, though.
All right, hey,
you know that,
do you
right?
know how we
Wow, you talking about 83, bro?
Hold up. Hey, do you know how we acquired Patrick Ewing? Do you know the history of the New York Knicks and the NBA? Do you know the history of it?
Yeah.
Let me break it down from you from.
Let's stick to what we talking. Let's stick to Miami. Let's stick to Miami and New York. All this history crap don't matter. We talking about the series. Let's keep the series. All that don't matter.
All right, but no. The point being is that he said we got a lot of number one draft picks, right? That was the point being.
That wasn't the point, though.
The point that I was making is that we had to work hard and acquire those through movement and things. It's not like we was a shitty team and we were giving the number 3 pick or the number 1 pick. We got that.
Bring it back.
Calm down.
Can I talk a second? I think what Jay Blaze is trying to say is that right now, against each other right now, talent-wise, we're the better team. That they got a bunch of undrafted guys versus guys who are number 1 draft picks. Randall's the number 1 draft pick.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, Phil. Hang on a second, Phil. Time out, Phil. Relax. What he's trying to say is that talent-wise, they beat us because we're on paper the more talented team, whereas they're undrafted and they beat us in our house. That's what Jay Blaze is saying.
Correct.
And you know what? Kudos. That's all right. But like Phil said, there are a lot of teams right now in the playoffs, who have lost at home already. I think it's happened. Okay,
Warriors.
That's just we're right now. We're starting from scratch right now, Jay Blaze, because you know what? Those first 2 games, that's just for the ratings, dogs. That's just so that shit'll go maybe 7 games, so that everybody in Miami's watching, everybody in New York watching, everybody around the nation's watching the Knicks versus Miami, because this is a historical battle right here since the 80s, since the 90s. Since the 90s, all right? Because you guys came around 88. But the battles with us, with the history of Riley, Riley was with us. Then he went down, he went down, and what he wanted to do in New York, he did in Miami. It's all good, whatever. It was like in the 90s, it was like Big Brother Little versus Little Brother, you know what I'm saying? Now Little Brother's all grown up and gave it back to us in the 2000s, and that's all good, you know what I'm saying? That's all good, so that's the rivalry, that's the love between New Yorkers and Miamians, you know what I'm saying? So I feel where you're coming from about what you're saying about the talent-wise versus you guys and beating us in the house. But that's all ratings, because right now, it's all squared up now. It's 0-0 because we're one-on-one, so really, it's going forward 0-0 because this might go 7 games.
All right, but what I'm saying is that
and if it does, but
you guys been together way longer than us.
What?
I'm gonna make a couple of points.
You guys been together way longer than us. Kyle Lowry is not. You know what I mean? Even though he looked like he's running in quicksand out there, he's still a vet. that knows how to control the floor. Like he's
Yeah.
a
Hold
champion.
on, hold on, hold on. Hold
Kyle
on.
Lowry is a champion. He does got a ring. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, so
Jimmy Butler is no slouch.
Yep.
He's like a quarter of what RJ is gonna be when he gets to his prime. You feel what I'm saying?
Whoa, shots fired.
Yo, so right now, yeah, as we talk about, so you got nah, that ain't that far
You guys
off.
got Kevin Love. I'm just saying, you guys got a lot of veterans.
My guy. Bounce it back. Tennis game, bro. Tennis game.
All right, so let me say a couple of points. You can't blame Pat Riley from coming from New York to Florida because most New Yorkers do that anyhow. One, shots fired, by the way. But let's not act like that the Heat wasn't one shot last year away from going to the NBA Finals. We structurally have the same team. And sometimes you just have a bad year and you find your magic. Last year, we were number one in the league with making 3-pointers. It's not an aberration that we got hot. We still got some of the pause. We still got some of the best shooters in the league. I respect the Knicks. I think the Knicks has more talent. That's all I was saying. You guys have more talent. Your shortfall will be the head coaching and the emotional play of RJ Barrett and the emotional play of Julius Randle. If Tyler Hero, I'll take my team. If Tyler Hero didn't get hurt, we don't beat the Bucks because he can't guard a park car like RJ, and he plays with his heart instead of his head. And just like at the end of game 2, we had Randle. All he had to do was pass the ball in. He steps over the line, and we got a 3 out of that. With a more seasoned team, like you guys mentioned, and I know my guy came from film, but with a more seasoned team and a more seasoned coach in the playoffs, those things matter. The Knicks are up and coming. I don't think it's their time yet. I got the Heat in 6. Whoever's going to win is going to win in 6. But I just can't, in my mind, I can't find a way that your coach outcoaches mine when it matters the most.
Now this hold on. Like I said, so and to your point, Jay Blaze, I agree with that in a sense. So this is a battle of not only from a long time rivalry. You guys have had the experience when the traitor left us to went to go to you, the backstabber, the two-face, Mr. What's his name? I don't even want to say his name. He don't even mention that.
He took off Saul.
He left. He flew down south to enjoy the vacation and the weather. Okay, so he goes down there and he established. I'll give it to you. You guys established a long-term championship, a long, sustainable winner. You guys, I'll give you props on Miami to the culture you guys have developed. You guys developed a culture.
Just a defensive culture.
Guy. God damn. Yeah, so you guys established a winning culture. You guys develop your players. You got a long-term coach that's been there 13 years. That establish how all players are to come. You guys kick players out if they ain't in shape. They can't come back in. You lock them out. So you set a standard of what it's supposed to be. So when the players come in there, the people who wanted to get playing time, who came from the G League, who you got Vincent, you got Caleb Martin, you got Love, who's already had the Miami experience, who knows the culture, who won championships with you. I mean, with LeBron, but knows the championship status. So I got you. What we're looking at this series is experience versus inexperience. You guys got the torch and the baton right now, and we trying to take it from you. You guys have been together a lot longer, especially with the same core, same unit for the last 3 years since the bubble. You guys almost won it in the bubble. You almost won it last year by a 3-pointer. And then now I'll give it to y'all coming from an 8 seed, taking out the number 1 seed. You got all your rhythm going, your momentum going. You guys are playing now. And now you're playing a young bully. A young bully that just came in. We're a little wet behind the ears. We don't have all the experience. We don't know how to execute certain things. And that's where your experience is showing now. So your team is more experienced, but I think we're a deeper team. You guys, I called it in the first game that it's going to be 3-pointers. You guys are going to shoot the lights out, which you guys shot 50 3-pointers in the second game without Jimmy. 50. I mean, you guys might as well just went 100 for 100. So that worked out to your favor. With Jimmy's going to be different. You guys are going to play different. You guys, Jimmy drives the lane and passes it out. So it's going to be a tough match. Fans, we know we got Miami. But for Miami's our hometown. That's the second hometown for us. Do you seriously think your bench is better than our bench, Blaze?
I think that our bench is more consistent than your bench. You have more talent off your bench. So yes, you have Quickly, he can come in there. You have Grimes, he can throw up 30 points. But one of the best things that happened in game 2 is the guys from our bench got more playing time. And we lost the game, but we got more confidence in that game. And so holistically, if I put my 5 from the bench against your 5, I think we can beat you. It's not about talent again. It's about just being able to execute when it matters most. Your players didn't get a lot of burn. Like Grimes didn't get a lot of burn in game 1, right?
He had an injury.
We have the other guy Quickly. He's very talented. These guys, it's different than putting a guy on the road game 3 in crunch time. Our guys had to play that way in game 2 because we were short some people, and I think that just matters when you got Duncan Robinson, who we gave him $19-20 million a year and just put him on the shelf. When you can
That
bring
was
in
our bad, though. That was our bad.
Yeah, exactly. So I think our bench, we don't have it's the same thing with the starters. You guys have more talent. Anyone that argues that the Knicks have less talent than the Heat, they must be high. Is about the IQ and the execution. And what we bring off the bench, we got the old guard that's been up 20 plus years, the old UD holding it down. But what we bring off the bench, these guys know their roles. They know what's a good shot. You won't find them taking bad shots. And Oladipo is gone. People kind of laugh, but Oladipo mattered. I think our bench will beat your bench if they had to play a whole game against each other by 10 points.
The elephant in the room that nobody's talking. We get the experience back and forth. We're talking about defense. Is your team better defensively than our team?
Assignment wise, yes. Us knowing our assignment. So, for example, the first game we had Jimmy Butler, where we can actually execute our defense. The assignment was to make R.J. Barrett beat us. That was it. That was just the assignment. We had one assignment. Don't let Jalen Brunson manage the game.
But he missed 7 3-pointers, and he's 40% from the field. So you don't think if you hit 3 of those, we win the game? You don't think if
there's a reason why he missed it? You realize that Miami shot 40. Miami shot 40. In game 1, I want you guys to remember this. You can go research it. In game 1, we had our worst shooting percentage of the playoffs. We shot 42% and still won that game. It's not like the Heat shot well. We shot terrible and won that game.
And y'all shot worse in the second game.
No, we shot better in the second game than we did in the first game.
All right, well,
we couldn't get a rebound, and rebounding is defense. And that
little.
Right.
So
right.
then, excuse me.
You guys had 4 straight shots, and then you finally made it. You remember that little? It was like a foray with like 3 minutes left in the game, and we were still up.
We made all. That was when we made all the rebounds.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler would have been one of those rebounds.
All right, so then check this out. You're already saying that we play better defense because we out rebound you. Because we have the Mitch monster in there to out rebound you guys. We're gonna out rebound you no matter what. You guys. No, you're right. What you're saying.
How do we start?
You're right in what you're saying that you guys have. Your bench is deeper in that you guys have older veteran guys that know how to play the game.
I said they're better. I didn't say more talented. He said whose bench. We just showed you that our bench literally played toe to toe with you guys in your stadium.
It was 2 players now.
But game one.
The only difference was that we were our shots weren't going. Excuse me, guys. The only difference was that our shots weren't falling. They weren't going in. We out rebounded you guys. We had opportunities to make the 3-point shots that we were missing. They weren't going in. But we out rebounded you guys, so we're better defensively.
You realize
we're gonna out rebound you guys. We still are. So we played our first game without our starter. Without our 2 starters. We didn't have Randall full capacity. We didn't have Grimes full capacity. We have IQ off. for some reason. By this third game, hopefully everybody will be, where they're supposed to be. It's the third game. Hey, we expect it to be tough. We're gonna be playing you guys at home. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy win. You guys. I might give it to you guys because you have it at home, but I think that we're deeper. You guys are deeper in the sense that you have a more experienced players. You have Love. You have Lowry out there, been many times in the finals, in the playoffs. Kevin Love, who's a Hall of Famer. Pat Riley knows what he's doing. He went out and got 2 Hall of Famers. But the problem is that you guys are old and we're younger. And you already said we're talented. We're better talented. And the only difference the only thing I give you guys is that we're playing in Miami. But the Knicks fans in Miami, like I said, we gotta bring it. We're gonna bring it in the 305, the 305 Knicks.
All right, let me give
so
you
then
guys.
We got the edge on you guys. That's just Madison Square Garden in the South, dog. And that's all.
All right, let me give you guys a little fun fact, right? This is the fun fact. There's been Knicks fans in Miami before the Heat even existed. That is a fact. You guys wasn't even born yet. We were stomping all over Miami. What you talking about? That's fun fact number 1. Number 2 is that you guys won because we had 2 starters out of our rotation. And the third one, which was Jalen Brunson, if you pay attention, he was hobbled. He was playing
2.5 guys out.
Playing, Mike, you already spoke. He was playing hurt with a hurt ankle, which he still thugged it out for game 2. You feel what I'm saying? Jimmy couldn't do that. Jimmy was busy wearing weaves and wigs in the locker room. So listen, y'all got very, very lucky. And on top of that, that boy Grimes is a shooter. Grimes is shooting nigga lights out, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, we haven't been firing on all cylinders, bro.
Let him reply.
Like keep that little 1 game celebration because I don't see y'all winning again. Not no time, never.
You know what? King, I don't like to reinvite myself up. After we win game 3, I do want to look him in his eyes. So let me say number 1. let me say number 1. You guys you won the live the last time the Knicks won an NBA championship. That's number 1. You won the live.
What? I was born a champion. I was born a champion. I was born a New York Knicks champion, boy.
I was
born a champion. I was born a champ.
I was born a champ. They won a month before I was born.
Don't be
they won a month before I was born.
Talk. I'm not buying your slit talk. My turn for talk now. So, number 1, none of you guys were alive the last time the Knicks won a championship, so y'all can even celebrate.
I was.
Let him go.
You was a twinkle in your parents' eye. You won the live.
Go ahead, Blaze.
Yes, I was.
Number 2, you coach. You sound like you coached before, so as a coach, I always tell a player, son, there's a reason why you're wide open. Don't shoot it. There's a reason why we giving y'all all those threes. All right? Number 3, the Miami Heat was without their top 2 scorers in general. Ooh. Tyler was a second best scorer. Jimmy Butler was our best scorer, and we took y'all to a dogfight. I think
Brunson. You talking about game 1? Are you talking about game 1?
I'm talking about game 2. I'm just giving an example. I don't give excuses, therefore I take no excuses. In other words, I don't care who's playing. It's about the person with the best team, not the team with the best players. So that, attrition is part of that. Jimmy Butler may or may not play Saturday. I know he got y'all scared as hookers on the front row of church because y'all already know you don't have nobody that can stop Jimmy Butler. And we're about to go ahead. Our bench players, you watch he's going to hit 17 threes. Write them down. 17.
Who?
And I don't want to hear you guys complaining about how bad your coach is.
What?
Who to the 17?
We're going to hit 17 threes.
All right, hold on. Let me go, and then you can hold on. All right.
Hey, write that down. Hey, Dwight, write that down, please.
It's all right. It's on YouTube. You can't escape it. It's on YouTube.
We keep receipts.
It's on YouTube. It's documented. It's for life here. Let's bring it back. we everybody, Knicks Nation, Miami Heat Nation, we knew it was going to get crazy. We knew we was going to be throwing blows from the beginning, all the back and forth, just like we're doing now. It's getting heated. The testosterone, we ready to throw. Oh, your team cheated. Your team cheated. The referee cheated. Hey, we got it. The first game, we was injured. We ain't calling it. Everybody complaining. Look, if you wear the uniform, it is what it is. I ain't making excuses. Whoever was there should have got it done. They ain't get it done. So I'll give that props. Y'all got it. Y'all did what you had to do. You had your best player. We had the same scenario for game 2. Our best player was there. Yours wasn't. Tyler Hero ain't there. So now game 3, all the smoke clears out. You got one, we got one. We each got a lick. You got a hit, I got a hit. It's the third round. It's a championship round. Now it's time to give the dap in the ring and throw punches. Now Jimmy's in. Hopefully he's healed and ready. Blade, we got Randall. We got Jalen Brunson who's still injured. Whatever. If you got the sneakers on.
That's fake news. He's not really hurt.
It is. Whatever it is. Whoever's in the crowd. I don't want no excuses. I always said it from the beginning of the series. I don't want no excuses. If our rookies ain't getting it done, they just ain't getting it done. That's up there. And if you earn it, look, technically, if we're gonna get technical, you should beat us. You have the experience. It shouldn't be even a 6 or 7 game series. If you guys are that good, you just gave your team props. We're a championship team. We're an organization. We got all the right people. We got undrafted people. We should be winning. But I'm telling you, you guys are looking in the mirror at a younger you, except we better. And now you guys are gonna be. Listen, we don't want no excuses. Don't tell your fans, don't leave in the fourth quarter. I don't want to see them fleeing like roaches when they see what happens in the third and fourth quarter. Brunson's going to kill you. Look, you write it down. Brunson's going for 40. Randall's getting 25. RJ's getting 18. And the killer's our bench. Just so you know, they coming. They love to be away from the Garden. You're going to see IQ go off, and you're going to see OB at least get 12. At least get 12.
I like Obi over Randall. I'm scared of Obi. I'm not scared of Randall. Randall always gonna do something stupid.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who on the Heat can stop Randall? Who?
He stopped himself because he's a dummy.
Who?
He stopped himself because he's a dummy. He's gonna do something stupid.
I can't even be mad at that.
You're still saucy about that 3-point shot he did in Miami.
Hey, my bully still put up them numbers. Jalen Brunson, game 2 was 1 assist away from a triple-double.
Jalen Brunson's your best player.
Josh Hart, I don't know how much he was away from a triple-dub. You know what I mean? So, and I'll tell you one thing. You haven't even seen IQ light up yet, bro. He coming to Miami, and he about to light the fire under that.
Jay Blaze, you old enough to remember that old TV show they used to have in the 80s? They used to play on ABC called Heart to Heart.
I am. I'm probably older than you.
Remember Heart to Heart?
Yep, I remember Heart to Heart, husband and wife team.
Right. Heart to Heart.
Yeah, you got to move out the screen, Mike. We got to see it. We only see one.
Blaze, the key to stop you guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, is your two Vincent. Is Vincent? No, we're gonna let Jimmy can score 50, and when Jimmy scores 50, y'all gonna lose because nobody else is involved. We expect Jimmy to do what he does. It's the others for you guys. There's gonna be too much. There's gonna be too much defense on. They're gonna force Kevin Love to.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me ask you this question, all sincerely, Machete. Are you trying to tell me that Jalen Brunson and Randall and RJ Barrett are better defenders than the starters from Miami Heat? Because if you tell me that
defensively, you said defensively. I'll give you defensively.
Is Jalen Brunson can't guard none of us right now?
Okay.
RJ Barrett. Defensive IQ is -1.
Hold on. Right there. Hold on. Because everybody talking right. We beat you 3-1 this year, my man. Are we? Hold on. We beat you 3-1, sir. 3-1 this year. RJ was guarding your boy, Unbelievable. Okay, locked him down for 2 of the 3 of the games. Wow. So this isn't like our first time playing you. We body bagged you 3 out of 4 times. Okay, well, you don't remember this? The hands in the air, yo. We
Castle,
do
we better than
nothing,
this,
but
bro.
we do nothing but make
We better than this.
posters out of you guys.
All
The
right,
whole
hey.
history of Knicks versus Heat is posters of us against you guys. We beat you 3-1.
Not in the
We're
playoffs.
giving you a compliment by allowing you to
Not
play
in the
us.
playoffs. Not in the playoffs.
So now,
Regular
all
season.
bets are off game 3. All bets are off game 3.
Castle.
Go
In the
ahead.
regular season, who won the series? The Bucks or the Heat?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
don't
remember
watch.
when
I don't watch
Miami
either
was
one of
winning-
you guys. You guys are both garbage.
Do you remember I know you guys were old enough to remember when the Heat were winning championships. You probably don't remember when the Knicks were winning them. But we used to have losing records against a lot of those teams.
You don't
that
got to
we
keep
played
bringing
in the
up. You
playoffs.
don't got to keep putting salt in the wound, sir. Go
We
ahead.
smoked them. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
You did who?
we gonna keep
Wait,
talking
you
about
smoked who? You
Let
smoked
Jay
who? The
Blaze
Bucks?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
Jay.
Blaze.
I'm trying to hear what he said. You said y'all smoked the Bucks?
Yeah. This year.
We smoked the Bucks.
No,
They beat us in the
that's
regular
what Jay
season.
Blaze said? You talking
smoked
about
the Bucks.
Brokeback Mountain. You talking about Brokeback Mountain and the rest of those trash-ass players.
We beat the
Like,
Bucks.
who's Lopez? Lopez is old as dirt. Like, y'all beat, like,
Number
the
one
Bucks.
seed.
Let him finish. Go ahead, Blaze.
I put it this way. Our coach has been around for a long time. Your coach had 3 different jobs and went nowhere. He was in the Bulls. He ran the Bulls into the ground. Went to Minnesota. Ran them into the ground. 3 years from now, he's going to be gone. He ran the Knicks into the ground.
Hold
Tibbs
on.
is a nice guy if you're a construction worker, but he's not a great head coach. You never have a game plan. All he do is pom and try hard.
Okay, hey, let me run a little history about your coach that you guys got now, the little film guy, the one that used to get coffee and donuts and review the film. When LeBron, do you remember the game that LeBron and Wade almost smacked the shit out of Spoelstra? They were barking at him like a little puppy. You remember that? Because Spoelstra,
And he still got his job.
listen, you guys get talented players that run themselves, bro. We got a real coach that's married to the game. As a matter of fact, our coach is still loyal to the same squad, blue and orange, where he came from. You know what I mean? Where's Spoelstra from? Where's he from?
Well, I tell you what, it would have done some service for Tibbs if he was a film guy so he can study film and figure out how to stop a team. He's not a great coach.
Hold on.
He doesn't go far in the playoffs, in case you haven't noticed. He took the T-Wolves and made them the Minnesota Bulls. He would have got all those players and lost there. He's not going to develop your players. If you notice, our players develop. That's why we can have undrafted free agents. R.J. Barrett is the same player he was when he came from Duke.
Now,
Hold on. Different.
Hold on. Let me say something. Hey, on that RJ, how many different coaches RJ has since he started? He has 6 different coaches, my guy.
Don't matter.
6. And one of them was a clown from the Heat. Shitsdale. You remember him? The one that wanted to take the one that wanted to take hold up. The one that came from a winning system and all he knew how to do, because LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all played whatever the fuck they wanted to do. There was not one shit that Spoelstra drew up when LeBron and these niggas was playing that they said, oh, Spoelstra, good. Hey, Spoelstra, good plan.
You sound a wild crazy right now. The guy's a genius, bro. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Like, you have to give me control back to
He's
music.
going to the Hall of Fame. Go ahead, Castle.
Hold on, my bro. Hold on, literally, my bro. Anyway, the 2 coaches that you talking about, man, but you almost made me lose my damn thought. You talking about Thibodeau as a bad coach, all right? Spoelstra, as we talking about video, let's talk about who got your Heat, who were they with. The real coach who got you guys even remotely to contention before the stars, before the wave of fake players went on an exodus to Miami. Are we going to talk about the real? We're talking about Van Gundy. Van Gundy had you guys playing.
He can't coach either.
Hold on, wait. Because it takes a New Yorker to remind you here. Because
he can't coach.
You had your team balling. That's when you just got D Wade. And then what did Pat Riley do? He
Had
came.
to fire the loser. You're losing too many
Pat Riley
games with
said,
the losing.
"You were winning for 2 years. Y'all lost to Dallas. Then Pat Riley just said, you know what? I'm gonna coach it. Took over,
Van Gundy
and then
can't
he
coach.
put Spoelstra in there. And the only reason, let's talk reality. The only reason you guys have any chips, anyone, is because you guys get these waiver players that just want to get tax-free dollars because of Florida tax laws. You got it with Shaq. Shaq left to LA, got all his brother came back. So you got a retired Shaq. Y'all won on the lucky one with D-Wade. Y'all need people.
Lucky.
You need people. You needed Shaq.
Lucky.
The next time you won, you had D-Wade, LeBron, who screwed over his entire
We
state.
had an over-the-hill Shaq. We had James Posey. We had a fat Antoine Walker.
Okay.
We had a sorry Gary Payton.
So-
Dude, that was
So you had stars. You had stars. You had stars. Yes or no? You had stars.
NBA
Antoine,
Finals performances ever.
you're breaking up.
Old and washed up guys. That was Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, I'm not a big fan of his anymore. Had one of the best finals performances ever. Alonzo Mourning outplayed Shaq in that finals, by the way. The reality is,
Did you win with them, though? Did you win with them? Did you win with them?
You guys try. My point is made. We won.
Did you win with Shaq and Antoine? Did you win with Shaq and Antoine?
We won.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you want to say, is that an asterisk?
With Pat Riley.
Is that an asterisk then?
With Pat Riley, we won.
Is it an asterisk?
And Spoelstra is under whose tutelage?
Okay. Who did you develop? Who did you develop in that team?
I'm talking about this team now.
No, come on. Hold on. Let's. You said Miami. You said I'm quoting you, sir. You said Miami develops teams and players. Yes or no?
Develop player. How do we get Dwayne Wade? Do you know the story behind Dwayne Wade?
No. Y'all got him. You drafted him.
You just asked me some questions. Even mature players. So, for example, when we got Shaq, do you remember Shaq didn't play the first 3 weeks? Why didn't he play the first 3 weeks?
Fat.
Right, because we develop habits. We develop players. Do you know why certain players didn't play then that play now? White Chocolate. He went from backup to a starter. Do you remember Norris Cole? Do you remember Mario Chalmers?
All
These
trash.
guys had to be
All
developed.
trash. All trash.
They don't make a difference. They were all developed. People don't even know where Norris Cole was from, and we don't know where he is right now.
Yeah,
even if we look at our organization,
that doesn't come from development. That means barely competing. Developing means you become some.
Okay. He played more than Mario Chalmers.
What about Jimmy Butler? Who developed Jimmy Butler?
Nobody did, and that's fair. Nobody. Who developed Randall?
Who drafted him?
Randall?
Who drafted him?
You guys had Tyson Chandler. You had
No running. Hold on.
Because I'm talking about even to this day, I got proof. You name somebody that you guys have developed, born and raised, that you developed.
This year we have. First of all, let me break it down for you, my man. We have R.J. Barrett, our number 3 pick, who in 4 years went through different coaches, no excuses, but in each year statistically he's improved. That's a fact.
Shot more. I ain't talking about scoring. He came to the league scoring. Tell me something he's doing that he didn't do before.
Has he improved every year? Let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
Bro, you've been talking for like 8 and a half minutes, my guy. First of all, all right, RJ Barrett, did he not, when he first came in, is he not putting up LeBron and Luka Doncic numbers? Aren't they comparable? What are you talking about?
Is RJ comparable? He don't play defense. I don't like Luka. I think Luka is not a great player. He just can score. That's it. He's not a great player.
Jay Blaze, did we draft IQ?
IQ is a good fit. I'll give you IQ.
All right, IQ wasn't runner up. Sixth man.
Mitch.
What about Mitch Robinson?
Let's talk about Mitch.
What about Randall?
What about Randall?
What about Grimes?
Did we develop Randall?
I say develop.
What about Obi? Obi went to the All-Star twice.
We just can start yelling out players' names that are good. When I say develop, these people
we just mentioned the whole bench
are now doing things they did not do before they came to the league. I watched Quickly play. He's not doing
All
things he
our
haven't been
players,
doing since he came to the league.
all our youth was never doing, bro. All our youth grew up with Tibbs. Tibbs was at every practice. Hold up, Tibbs was at every practice with all the rookies an hour before every practice with the squad. Tibbs himself developed.
What about Deuce?
Every
What about
bro,
Deuce? What he did in the G? What about what Deuce did to the G League?
Mitch is breaking
What about
records.
Deuce?
Mitch is breaking records, bro. Making history. What are you talking about, friends?
This is unbelievable. I can't believe. Listen, we're gonna get back on task. Are you gonna win game 3? Yes or no? Period. That's what we talking about.
We're gonna win.
Going over there, and you know who's gonna be there.
Play. I think the Knicks.
Now look.
The Knicks are coming
Everybody's
in.
yelling. Can I just say something? Look.
The Knicks are coming in with
Phil.
Timbs. The Knicks are gonna play b-ball with Timberlands on and put a stomping over here. That's what they're gonna do.
With the old school shorts on.
We started.
All right, give me control back, bro.
You got it.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Hey, listen, guys. Listen, no. Look, the most important factor is health on both sides. It doesn't matter. We're basically almost evenly matched. We can say what we can say what we want, and you can say what you want. We're basically evenly matched, but the record shows that we're better because in regular season we got you guys 3-1, and right now we're 1-1. But so now you got to go off the regular season with 3-1. So the Knicks are better, and so now we're going into Miami on a clean slate. On a clean slate, hopefully everybody healthy, and so we understand if you're scared and you're nervous and anxious. All you Heat fans, it's gonna be all right. Just take it like put your big boy pants on and take it like a man.
Listen, Blaze, you guys have got to hit 3-pointers. How you hit threes in game 2? You have to do it for the rest of the season.
That's all we have. We have shooters, bro.
Who you saying, guys? We gotta hit the 3-pointer.
The only advantage you guys have right now is that Bam is playing like Pebbles. That's it.
But okay, so is that our defense? That's not our defense. That's not our defense.
Oh, he gave it to y'all in game 1.
Bam is gonna get Randall's gonna nullify Bam.
Bam is too little to go up against Mitch. I'm sorry. Even Wonder Bread is putting that boy in his place. Are you crazy? Our centers are way better than
we're going to shoot y'all out the gym, and I don't want to hear you saying, oh, they got lucky, oh, they got hot. The people on our team, for one reason, they're all shooters, bro.
But you think that we're going to let
better 3-point shooter on your team than what we got? We had a 3-point contest, but we took 5 guys from our team.
IQ and Brunson is 40%. Who in your team is 40% from 3-pointer? Hold on. Who in your team is 40%?
We're not being. Are we being serious right now?
Who in your team is 40% from the 3-pointer?
I'm being serious now.
That's not including Randall.
Who on your team?
That's not including Randall.
Who on your team shoots 40% from 3-pointer?
Is this real?
Give us 2 minutes to
you guys
Google it.
pranking me, right? You guys pranking me, right?
Who on your team shoots 40% from 3-pointer?
Hey, Castle, you know what type of question that is? You know who's leading the league in 3-point percentage this year? Luke Kennard. Would you say he's a better shooter than Clay and Steph? No.
I'm talking about Miami.
But that's not the question.
You trying to tell me?
That is not the question.
Who's the better 3-point shooting team? That's the question.
3.
Yeah, no, he's got it. Jay Blaze is right. Right now, the better shooting team, and I told you guys this, is Miami. Miami's the better 3-point. No, he's got it. He's right. So we have to defend the 3-point better. Because they're the better shooting team. Not only that, they're better at the free throws. We can't let them. So now what's going to happen, because they're better at shooting, they're going to get to the free throws, which means the ref's going to give them the game. So we're going to expect this game right now. We got to remember that. I'm going to call it right now. So it's so we got to give you that. We got to give you that. Because you guys got the home field. You know, it happens with us. It's going to happen with you guys. You know, you guys are gonna go to the free throw line and shoot better at the free throw and better at the 3-point. So we're gonna have to defend better at the 3. But you guys, you know, we're gonna be able to shoot the 3 if we can get Randall rolling and getting a good first quarter, hopefully, and and IQ maybe, and Grimes getting in there. I hope Grimes gets more minutes so that we're better at the three.
I'm going to tell you how the Knicks beat the Heat. The Knicks beat the Heat by putting the ball on the ground, on the floor, and going to the basket. That's how you beat the Heat. Very simple. I'm being straightforward. You lose to the Heat if you take the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand and let RJ Barrett be a facilitator. It don't make a difference who's shooting. I'm scared of Jalen Brunson. You guys can beat us with Jalen Brunson as your team general and the facilitator. But if all the Knicks have to do, if you want to win game 3, go to the basket. Whoever has the ball, don't fall for it, because we're going to play a zone, and you guys are going to fall for it again, and you're going to start shooting mid-range and threes. If you do that, you're going to lose.
That's how we broke your zone. We can't shoot, but we could drive in. And you guys weren't stopping RJ. You haven't stopped RJ in the 3-1 series during the season. You didn't stop him so far in this season here. And again, that was before Randall. And the only reason that you're saying that you were going to win by RJ going off is because our other players weren't hitting their shots. IQ wasn't going off. If IQ got 10 points, you would win. IQ got none. That's unlike him. In 19 starts, he averaged over 20 points. So the fact that he wasn't going off, or nobody else was hitting their shots, Grimes wasn't in it with a shoulder injury, the fact that you guys got the win with us playing our worst game we possibly played, and you guys just barely won that. Same thing with our best player that didn't play in the second round. Yo, it should be by 10 points that we should beat you. It should be clear and easy. And it's gonna be stopping that I was saying earlier. We're stopping your boy, all right, Vincent and Caleb. Those are the only 2 X factors for your team. If they get down, you guys aren't gonna do nothing. We're gonna lock down Vincent.
Not Struz. Struz is a better shooter than Vincent.
He can't drive. Him or Kevin Love can't drive. We're gonna force him off the drive.
How many dunks that dude have this year? You better go look at Struz.
That's good.
You better watch Max Struz.
How did you say you're gonna win us? By threes? If he's doing anything other than three, you ain't winning.
We're gonna shoot y'all like that. Yeah. But Shady got something to say.
Go ahead.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Hey, first of all, like I was saying, in game 1, we were 2 starters short. So that means we had to take 2 of our niggas off the bench, which was Hart, and I forgot who else it was, which offset our bench. Our bench always scored more than your bench. So with our starters being back in line, you feel what I'm saying, makes our bench way more of a threat than y'all bench. But you're gonna see.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Machete. Who you think is better, the Knicks or Milwaukee?
The Knicks.
Who has a deeper team, the Knicks or Milwaukee?
The Knicks.
It's the playoffs, bro. Ain't no more than 7 players should play anyhow. 8 at the most. You don't need a deep bench for the playoffs. It's the playoffs now, where now teams have a chance to drill down and make adjustments. And I'm not told that your coach is going to make an adjustment. Did you say
Jay Blaze, if our coach adjusted and played Deuce McBride, excuse me, if we can play all our guys, get all our guys on point, Obi, IQ, Deuce, Grimes, RJ, Brunson.
I agree.
Hartenstein.
I agree.
Josh,
but I'm saying
the coach is
not going to do that. Your coach is not going to do that, though. That's the problem.
He will.
But your coach is
and he has.
But Blaze, how are you going to say that, Blaze, when we beat you 3-1 this year? He made those adjustments in the season. We're talking about basketball. There's no rocket science difference.
We haven't even seen Deuce. All we need to do is put Deuce on Vincent. That's all we need to do. Put him on lock. Get our guys healthy. Get Grimes in there. Let him get grimy, and it's over.
Strauss is a better player than Vincent, right? You know that, right?
And who?
I watched him. He's a better player than Vincent.
Strauss is nice. You guys got some nice guys in there.
Strauss is going to shoot you out that building, and he's going to get at least 1 dunk on somebody.
That's good.
Dude, 6'7", bro.
Look, if Strus is your best player and Kevin Love is your best player, you lose by 15. I'll mark it down. You lose by 15. It's Vincent and Caleb are your best athletic
player. Our best player.
And your best defender. Those 2 are your best defenders.
Oh, yeah. Who's the best player in the series right now?
Jalen
Honestly,
Brunson.
who said that?
Brunson. I did. And that I probably each one of them.
Jalen Brunson is a better player than Jimmy Butler right now.
Yes.
Me personally, the best one for me is Mitch Roberts.
No, I'm talking about in this series, who's overall the
Jalen
best
Brunson.
basketball player?
Jalen
You
Brunson.
guys are trolling me.
It's clear.
No,
be a joke.
that's
clear.
a lie.
It's
It's
gotta
a
be a
lie.
joke.
It's a lie
Listen,
if I don't.
if you
It's a
Jimmy
lie if I
Butler,
don't say. It's a lie for me. It's a lie if I don't say it's not Jimmy Butler.
what did
Thank
Jimmy
you.
Butler do in the first game that was better than Jalen Brunson in 2 games? Tell me, each one of you. What did he do that's better?
I
Well,
mean,
how much did he
overall,
score?
He outplayed.
overall, you talking
Jalen
about
Brunson the
all
first game.
star.
You wildin', bro. You wildin'. Hold
I
on.
played Jalen Brunson the first game. He
What?
outplayed and he didn't play the second game.
How much points did he have?
Jalen Brunson the first game.
How much did he have?
It's more than points, bro. Look at the rebounds. Look at the steals. Look at the assists. and look how bad your boy shot from the field. Jalen Brunson left the game and said it's my fault.
How many assists did he have?
0 for 7 for 3.
Okay, he had one bad
He
game.
was on a bad ankle. He was on a bad ankle, my guy.
How is he a better?
Hey, Jay Blaze, I take it back. It's not Jimmy Butler. It's Julius Randle.
Bro. Yeah. Yo, that's a cold take, bro.
Randle. It's Julius Randle, the all-star. Who was the all-star this year?
You guys are trolling.
Yo.
You guys are trolling me, right?
Cover the spread says it's Julius Randle or Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy
Randle.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Jimmy Butler can be the best player. He's hyped. Everyone is talking about Jimmy because he came off a great series against Milwaukee where he scored 56. He was averaging 35 a game. He had a great series against Milwaukee. Facts. That is undeniable. In this series, he's played 1 game. He barely got over 30 points. And he did.
Barely, how much?
He barely had 30. He had like 20. It was a good game. I'm not saying it isn't. He had a good game. But
That's normal.
Brunson had 27 assists and almost 9 rebounds. And in the last game, he had 30. So he's averaging 25 on your team right now. On the bad ankle and with a messed up hand.
You still better with all your best players. You guys are duppies.
Listen, Randall scored 25. Randall scored 25, 5, and 7 in the last game. He played better than Jimmy Brunson in that 1 game than Jimmy.
I don't even play defense.
And RJ too.
Now it's defense.
And RJ too.
It's not football. Football, you only play one way. We talking
what did Jimmy?
Best player, rebounds, assists, defense.
Randall.
Randall defense now?
Huh?
Julius Randle.
Randall plays defense now.
Well, you're asking who's the best player.
I mean game.
Hold on.
Don't lock any one of your players now.
How many blocks and steals did Jimmy have?
This is how I'm going to name the series players. The number 1 player, we're talking about overall basketball ability, is Jimmy Butler. Number 2 is Jalen Brunson. Number 3 is R.J. Barrett. Number 4 is Randall. See how I'm being honest? You guys have better players, but I have the best player. Is that simple?
Look, Jimmy can be the best player. He's only played 1 game, my guy. How are you going to rate him better than the other guys who played in 2 games?
Well, you know what? Since Jordan played in forever.
So if Jimmy balls out, I don't want look. Jalen Brunson playing on a bad angle, no excuses. Jimmy needs to score 30 on that
angle. You go. That's you don't have a bad ankle. You don't have a bad ankle. That's baloney. They wanted to make up his Jalen Brunson does not have a bad ankle. That was just an excuse for his poor game. I don't know about no bad ankle. This dude's for the run and cutting all over the place.
He didn't make excuses for it. He said he played a bad game and he missed shots. Everybody's playing on injuries. Now
that's LeBron James move.
Listen. So Jimmy
injury, baloney.
So game 3, Jimmy Butler needs to score north of 20, more than 7 assists, more than 5 rebounds, and more than a couple of steals in this game 3 with the ankle. I don't want to hear no excuses.
But what if you don't have to play the 4th quarter because we're so far ahead? What if you only play like half the 4th quarter?
Look, show me Jimmy is a better player.
What if we only play half the 4th quarter? We so far ahead though.
You're gonna be so far behind. You ain't gonna play nobody but the Ricks.
Either way. What if that's the case? Either way.
You think Jimmy could really score 40, 50 points on us for three straight games.
One
For
defense.
three straight games.
He can do it against you guys because he did it against the number one defense in the league. Yeah, he can do it.
Did he do it in 4 games in the regular
What
season?
do you have that the Bucks don't have? What defense do you have that the Bucks don't
The
have?
same defense that beat you guys 3-1 in the regular season. The same team.
I
Hold on. The same team that Jimmy couldn't score 30 on for 4 games. He never scored 30. He couldn't even average that.
Playoff Jim is the real thing. You know that, right? Playoff Jim is the real thing.
And you had Tyler Hero. And you had Tyler Hero, and you guys couldn't beat us.
You know what? This is sad. This is what happened when you guys win one round of basketball. All of a sudden, you savants and you're goats. You guys are our little brothers. You've been our little brothers since the 90s. That's it. Since 2000.
You guys didn't beat us in the 90s. You guys didn't beat us in the 90s. You didn't beat us in 2000. You guys have never faced us and beat us. Go ahead.
Hey, how we the little brothers when y'all didn't even exist, when we was balling out, bro? Y'all just came into existence.
In 88.
That was 2 blinks ago. That was two blinks ago. Hey, Jay Blaze, you been paying attention to the show? What was the fun fact, my guy? What was the fun fact, my guy?
He got 4 championships.
We've been in existence, stomping on sand. We've been stomping on this sand before y'all even ever existed. We've been here in Miami.
What does that mean, though?
What do you mean?
Like, the goal is
y'all
not
the little
to
niggas. That means that y'all the little niggas. Y'all always been a little niggas.
Hold on.
Let me ask you something, brethren. Is the goal to exist or is the goal to win championship? You have to ask me. You have to help me with that. Is the goal to, hey, we've been around a long time, or is it to be the best?
But that's what we was talking about before. Because you
don't help him, Castle. Don't help him.
No. Go ahead. Hold on. Good. I'm mute. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right. Hello. Yo, the question was to me, and it all goes back to that little rabbit hole that we was talking about in the beginning, with us acquiring Patrick Ewing, right? It goes back to that little rabbit hole. If you really want to know the history about the New York Knicks, not battling teams, battling the league, the NBA, because when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wanted to come to the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a fact that when he wanted to come to the NBA, he wanted to play for this squad right here.
He's from New York. That makes sense. He's from New York.
Okay, so he wanted to play for the NBA, right?
He made the
decision. I'm trying to get to you. He made the decision that he wanted to come to the New York Knicks. The NBA came up to him and said, yo, think about it, rest it up, we'll meet in the morning and see if you feel the same. When they had that meeting, I forgot who it was, somebody had a double-headed coin and said, yo, let's flip for it. They convinced Kareem to flip for it. They flipped the double-headed coin. He ended up going to the Lakers. Years later, the Knicks found out. The Knicks found out that the Lakers tricked Kareem into going to them, and because if he would have came to here, the Lakers wouldn't even exist. You feel what I'm saying? So when the Knicks found out, they were about to expose. You know what I mean? They were gonna expose the league, and that's when they gave us the frozen envelope with Patrick Ewing. Right. And ever since then, we've been battling not teams. The New York Knicks, the heaviest jersey in the NBA, has been battling the league.
So, league. All right, hold on. And to answer your play, look, somebody in the chat answered your question here, Jay Blaze. Cover the Spread says Randall, the only player in NBA history to have 1,750 points, 750 rebounds, 300 assists in one season. So he's going with Julius Randle. Now let's know who the best player is. Does that answer who the best player is?
And guess what? Do you know that Duncan Robinson broke one of Steph Curry's records? What does that mean? That means nothing. Like, he's not the same guy.
That means
Jimmy Butler and if we had a draft today in the playoffs, you telling me people would select Julius Randle
Hold on.
on the team in the playoffs ahead of Jimmy Butler.
Let me. Okay, I would say.
You
Hold
mean
on.
the two-time
No, they
All-Star?
wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
You
know
mean
who
the
they would
two-time
select?
All-Star? The back-to-back All-Star? Julius Randle?
They wouldn't
That
take him over
nigga?
Jimmy Butler.
Buckwheat Randle?
They wouldn't take him over Jimmy Butler.
No. Hey, wait a
Crazy.
second.
But
Hey,
I
Crazy, boy.
hey, Jay Blaze.
Hey, what you
Can
smoking on, Jay
guys,
Blaze?
can I say
Hey,
something?
your name is Blaze.
Hey, wait a
What you
minute.
be
It wouldn't be Julius Randle. It wouldn't be. It would be Brunson. It would be Jalen Brunson. You know why?
Brunson over
You
Jimmy
know
Butler.
why? You know why? Because
Crazy.
coming out of the draft, even over Jimmy Butler, even over all these guys coming out the draft, it would be Jalen Brunson because he had 2 championships coming out of college. 2.
No, we're talking about in this playoff
talent
series.
wise, draft wise.
In this
If you
playoff
had a
series,
guy
if
coming
you had
out,
to
if you
draft
had a
one
guy coming out
player,
with 2 championships coming
we
out of
talking
college,
about
he would be the better draft pick.
All right, hold
talking
on,
about
man.
this
I got you.
playoff series.
In this
series,
playoff series,
who would they draft first? If just a random person, Julius Randle or Jimmy Butler.
and
to start the playoff
okay.
series.
To answer that question, how are they?
I take Julius Randle.
Yo, let me freaking God, my God. Yo, let's finish this show. You guys jump. Yeah, hype. Let's wait. Yo, Blaze, your question, if someone's looking at you said a nobody, just a regular anybody, right?
Just a random dude.
What are they going to look at?
football.
They're going to look at stats. They're going to look at stats and accolades. One of them is an all-star. One of them is an all-NBA player. One of them broke records that we just mentioned now. One of them has more three-pointers than the other person right now. One of them gets double-teamed every single night for 82 games plus the playoffs. Is that Jimmy Butler or is that Randle?
Let me ask you.
No. I answered yours. I answered yours.
So one of them was the best player in the Eastern Conference Final. One of them has more than one playoff.
You said this playoffs. You said this.
Right.
You said this series.
Right,
you said this series.
Right, but you just used information outside of the series.
No, this is off of.
No.
Hold on. So that means you're taking the information from last series.
Okay, so who scored? What? So in this series, who had a better game in the one?
No. I said coming.
Wait, do I let Jay Bless? I want to hear his life.
Coming into the series, if you had a draft, who would be number one?
Right,
if you were picking a number draft pick coming to the series,
Randle.
All right, can I say? Hold up. Can I say something? Right,
Randle's. But let me answer his question. Let me answer his question.
You guys.
You've been answering it. I haven't said nothing.
You answered it. What's your question?
Go ahead.
What's your question?
But no. I'm answering your question. You said if a random nobody came to see to draft either Jimmy or Randle, right? To draft either Jimmy or Randle. First of all, they're gonna look at age, they're gonna look at size, and they're gonna look at strength. My guy, Randle's stronger, he's younger, and he's more of a dog and a bull than Jimmy is.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up.
Hey, have you seen? Hold up, have you seen his picture on the NBA? They got him with his weave on, my guy.
Hey, we're gonna wrap this up because this is gonna be no matter what we say, anybody, but this Blaze of us is gonna be preference on either side. When we talking about the game and the series for Game 3, all bets is off because we're gonna be going at this is like in the 80s and 90s. Whether you guys got rings, which was asterisks, because none of it was from people you developed. What we have now is a team that we developed from the ground up, from people we drafted. You guys do a great job selecting talent. I'm not going to take that away. You guys got here from selecting great talent. You guys have a great culture, so that's respect and props. You guys have veteran leadership. You have a veteran organization. So all that is to your advantage, and that's a difference from what we're going to be that we're competing on. You guys have a culture that we're looking to establish the last 3 years. So we're the young ones in the younger brother center you're talking about in that aspect, that we're younger in developing a culture, younger in developing a system that you guys have more close to 2 decades. So that in that aspect is a younger brother aspect and skill set. Now is the passing of the torch. So this series is experience versus inexperience. Can we get enough experience? And by the next game, because in the first 2 games, our rookies, our young players haven't stepped up the way we thought they should have, the way they have in the regular season. as you're saying, in compared to the playoffs, where your players who you have who were undrafted stepped up in the playoffs and stepped up and played consistently with or without their talented player, which our young youth has to do this time frame. So that's what Game 3 is going to be out. Who can do it? Now Game 3 is all-stars plus the benches, full rosters, minus obviously Tyler Hero, but you guys got enough talent. We're missing players in Grimes, so no excuses. We should have equivalent to a full roster for both teams. This is a brand new series with basically the other 2 games washed out. We still fighting, but there's back to the championship rounds like a regular UFC fight. It's a 5-round fight, and whoever comes out winning. I still got us winning, I think, by at least 6 points. I got us winning by 6 points. I think we stop your point guard, and we stop Caleb Martin. That's the key for us to win to you guys. To win Caleb Martin.
All right. Listen, the playoffs is about bullies. Who's gonna be bullies really balling? Like, bro, we're more younger. We're more hungrier. We're more hungrier, and there's no way that y'all could beat us at an aggressive, tough battle. We're the way more tougher team.
Who says that though? How you prove that already? How did you prove that?
We already okay. So Jay Blaze, we already proved it in the regular season.
You didn't have
Rule
number one.
We already proved it in the regular season.
Means dog crap. That in every sport, regular season means dog crap. So
okay, whatever.
Here's the thing. Rule number 1, and we'll see if Miami can do it tomorrow. Anyone can win. Rule number 1 is hold on to home court advantage. You didn't even do that.
That is our home.
Well, technically, since so many New Yorkers down there, you're right. However, you didn't do that. That's just the reality. So right now, the Heat has the advantage because we have the experience, and we stole home court advantage. And we're always going to be one adjustment game ahead of you.
Let me answer.
Game 1.
Go ahead,
hey, it's like Machete said. We was down 2 starters. Like my brother said, it's all hands on deck now. Now it's even. There's no way y'all gonna outshoot Grimes, bro. Grimes has some rest. You heard? Grimes is coming shooting lights out. IQ's gonna shoot lights out. And then when Hart comes off the bench, comes off the bench, y'all got a problem, bro. You're gonna have to keep Jimmy in. Y'all gonna have to keep Jimmy in the game all 40. Not even. Y'all gonna have to keep him in 78 minutes in the game because he's gonna have to score 100.
You ever played football before? The saying is, if we even, I'm leaving. That's what every receiver says to a DB. And it's the same thing in Miami Heat saying, you're bringing the series to my home. And we know the importance of Game 3 and the importance of Game 5. The winners of Game 3 is going to win the series.
I don't see.
But Jay Blaze,
that sounds good.
You guys don't have Hero. Oladipo's done. How do you win? Your real firepower was Hero.
What did I say earlier though? I don't like Hero's game. You cannot win with Tyler Hero because he can't guard his position and he has poor shot selection. He's your version of RJ Barrett.
Why was he starting over Strawberry and the other guy?
I have no idea. I didn't agree with that.
But he's a better coach.
Casterell, how many times I told you how I feel about Tyler Hero? For how many years?
You've been consistent that you don't like Tyler Hero since you guys got him.
But your coach,
when we lose, it's because Tyler Hero's in the game and he can't guard his position. And then he gets on offense and he try and get back because the person scored on him.
But isn't that
that's not how you win?
Isn't that a coach's decision that you said is better than our coach? Isn't your coach making that decision?
Coach is better. His record says he's better.
But you're saying
guys have to go by stats. His record says he's better. It's not my opinion.
Better record than
he has more wins. He has more wins than Tibbs.
Who has a better winning
Not
percentage?
this year. Not this year.
But again, you don't want to take the fact that you guys built these teams. We've been a scrappy team. We've had trash for 20 years. You guys had LeBron. You had all these other superstars go to your team.
We ain't never. Hey,
50 years.
sorry, go ahead. But boy, listen, we haven't had a point guard for about at least 15 years. You cannot run an organization without a real point guard. The Knicks have not had one in. What?
They tell you couldn't draft. They made it illegal for you guys to draft.
We never had top draft picks. We never had top draft picks, my guy. We never had.
It goes back to the coin flip, my guy. It goes back to that coin flip.
Jimmy Butler was picked in almost in the second round. You don't have to be a top draft pick. Jalen Brunson was in the second round.
We'll go back and forth. We had it. Look, to be honest, we had trash head organization. The top.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got to admit that we had trash management. We had trash everything for 20 years. We owning that. We ain't. It's not that we had good people and we made terrible calls. We picked Frank Ntilikina over Donovan Mitchell. We've made a lot of bad decisions, but again, this is for the last 3 years. This is
Derek Fisher. You picked.
There's a new culture. This is something different. In 3 years, we got to the playoffs 2 times from what we started. Long story short, this is gonna be the passing of the torch. You guys are the little.
How? I don't understand how.
You got to use.
Sorry. It's not the passing of the torch. We taking that. We snatching that. That's how it's done.
I don't know what y'all on, but I need to get a double dose because y'all not in reality.
You guys don't have no LeBron. You don't have Bosh. You don't have no superstars this year. All you have is Jimmy Butler. You just have Jimmy Butler, who our coach trained. All right, you're talking development. Our coach developed Jimmy.
But
our coach did that.
NBA Finals, huh?
And our coach made him a better person in Milwaukee, in Minnesota.
Finals, huh? And then Jimmy wanted to be traded because he didn't want to play with a bunch of losers in Chicago, huh? And he did the same thing in Minnesota.
Why did he follow teams to Minnesota? Why did he follow teams to Minnesota?
No,
he could have gone anywhere he wanted to. Why did he follow Knicks?
He got paid to go there. He got tired of losing, so he went to Miami. A real culture where they use their brains and their brains.
Hey, let me give you another fun.
You guys buy players.
Let me give you another fun fact. Derrick Rose, if he did not
we got to make this short. Y'all gonna be going history. We're already an hour 48. Keep it a game 3. Let's keep it a Miami. We'll be here all day talking about this.
Miami gonna whip them boys. We all know it. Miami by I called it 102 to 97. I got Miami winning. We're a better team, man.
You got Miami. What's the score you got?
102-97.
How much does Jimmy have on that game?
He's gonna have 27 points.
That's it.
Rebounds.
He's a better player. You only say
at home. At home is when your role players shine.
So you're gonna say all he's gonna get is 27?
27 is a sign?
Can I finish his stat line?
Let's hear it.
27 or 28 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 blocks, 3 steals.
8 assists?
And he hasn't played the whole 4th quarter. 7
let me say something that you've been saying. If he scored 40-50 against Milwaukee, the number 1 team in the East, why don't you say his best game where he's gonna shine? Since we such trash, why don't you say he's gonna score 60-50? Why don't you? Your heart not really.
No.
With your mouth.
Appreciate
you missed what I said. Let me say it again. I said game 3. Our bench player, our shooters are going to do well. That's why we're going to make 17 threes. So it doesn't require a Herculean effort at home because that's when the role players are supposed to play well. And I know New York may have it backwards, where they role players play better on the road. But with our team and most teams, the role players play at home. So he's going to have to do less at home than he has to do on the road.
Your home.
It's not that he can't, it's that he's not going to have to. That's all I'm saying.
Your home is our home. So that the home court advantage thing is out the window. That is our home. That's our second. That we go to vacation in Miami. That's been our home before it was the Heat's home. Facts. 100%. There's more Blues that in there. That's number 1. So the home court advantage crap that don't matter to the Knicks. Number two, you saying that
We're sleeping in our beds.
you said Jimmy Butler is the best player in the series, and you don't even got him scoring 30.
You don't have to.
Randall did
That's
it
the
on a
point.
bum ankle, 25, almost scored a triple
I'm
double.
shocking to
Josh
it.
Josh Hart almost had a triple double on your team that you
Did
talking
he shoot
about.
50%? Did he shoot 50%? You want me to get dark? Did he shoot 50% to get them 30? Yes or no? I can answer the question for you. And who's the only superstar shooting over 50% right now in this series? I don't want to be dark and be dirty. But who's 50% and who's not?
Brunson.
I can get 32 if I shot the ball that many times.
And okay, what about Mitch? Mitch is 70%.
We're gonna use Mitch, really?
You said
That's
who?
What we doing?
You said
what
who?
Is he from the free throw line?
Yeah.
What is he from the free throw line?
He answering your
You
question.
pushing the line back though. You pushing the line back.
What is he from the free throw line?
40
from the free throw line?
40.
Okay.
We ain't proud of that.
Okay. I'm just asking for a friend because I don't want y'all.
He's
when
at
I get
40.
in them comment sections and after game 3, I want y'all to acknowledge my comments. I'm gonna be in your comment section talking my talk.
No, you ain't running. We Sunday. We somebody gonna have some more talking to do. We got we gonna see. So the 27, those measly 27. Jalen Brunson got with a broken leg. This is what you're gonna see Sunday. This and Friday, Saturday.
Ooh.
This and this. This is Brunson. This is Quickly. Okay? And we're gonna lock down Struce
from here to here. From here to here.
Yeah. I got us winning 112, 103. 112, 103.
Look, real quick. Look, it's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be a tight game, like Jay Blaze says. It's gonna be a very tight game. You know, they're gonna play zone on us. We're gonna have to really play well on the perimeter because we're gonna have to try to shut down their threes. They're gonna try to shut us down on the inside because they're gonna try to shut down Brunson. Brunson is gonna have to find a way. IQ's gonna have to come in and do something. Please, come on, man. You know, maybe they've been out there a couple of days practicing. They've been in the sun. Because, they've been out there the last couple of days. They got out there early. As soon as they've been out there at least the last 3 days in Miami, in the sun, relaxed a little bit. We'll see what happens.
But that's why Miami beat
you. Got to bring it. But you guys, the fact is that if everybody's healthy and it's like I said, the thing that matters the most is everyone's health. And if Randall's healthy and if Grimes is healthy and Deuce is available, and we bring everybody to the table, it's over for you guys. So, we started from scratch. We're starting in Miami, it's not going to be that difficult for us because we're playing away. We play better away, and we're playing in Miami, which we're almost playing at home. So we have those two advantages. And, we just have to overcome the zone and make sure that you guys don't hit us on the perimeter.
We're not Cleveland.
Well, one thing I can say is that Tibbs, when he plays, he researches and he makes adjustments.
Which you said.
So with that being said, the last game Jimmy was playing, the last 4 minutes we didn't really go at him. Jimmy's not 100% right now. So the game plan is to start running at Jimmy, run him over like a bulldozer, and keep going at him until he turn into ground beef, and just keep driving in.
That was a dirty play, by the way.
Oh, now we go for the dirty play. He was falling down, bro.
Who's gonna keep your feet under you while he's in the air? That was a dirty play. You come on, tell me that wasn't a dirty play.
It wasn't a dirty play.
Like I've never seen in my life a dude move his feet under a guy that's in the air.
But both his feet were off the floor. He was flying.
They both slipped on the floor. And how many times has Brunson been poked in the eye or smacked in the face and no calls on Brunson getting smacked in the eyes?
Listen, we're gonna do you guys like how you guys did Milwaukee. We're gonna let Jimmy get all the buckets. We're gonna make him look like a superstar. We're gonna shut all your players down. We're gonna turn off the faucet. Y'all gonna get thirsty. Y'all gonna be cotton mouth. We're gonna shut down the water you guys got. The only advantage you guys have at home is that you guys send all the distractions, the baddies, and all the beach and all the drinking and all the party. Yo, here, come to this party. That's what. That's how you guys distract the other players. That's the advantage.
That's right.
Well, we don't got those type of players that have a problem with that have a problem with being disciplined. We got some young, disciplined dogs that they play their game, they grind at the game, and I could bet after every playoff game when niggas was fucking up, they were in that gym shooting. We got real dogs that like take this shit serious. And I'm pretty sure IQ is not satisfied with his performance. I'm pretty sure RJ is not satisfied with his performance. Obi or Grimes. And this ain't a time to be playing. We coming in and we stomping shit down. Just plain and simple.
To touch on that, Blaze, what you saying, the new Knicks, think about it. In 2 series, we either had a player hurt, somebody wasn't playing at all cylinders, and we still find a way to win. That's the thing with us. We always find a way to win. Well, whoever's in the game, no matter what. And if we come in game 3 with everybody fighting all cylinders, it's not even going to be a chance.
Right. Sorry. That's why I don't understand what you and Mike with this. Oh, yeah, like I see it close, bro. I don't see it close. Like our players really take this shit serious.
I just told him,
our coach. And I'm saying, just like my brother said, if we come in firing, Grimes come in shooting, bro. I think Grimes just set a record.
Go ahead, Blake.
I think Grimes, you know what I mean?
I give y'all New York fans some credit. Y'all something else because no matter I'm a Cowboy fan and it hurts, right?
It makes sense. It all makes sense. It all makes sense now.
It's all coming together.
I get it now.
You guys have been losing for 50 years and you don't bat an eye.
And we can still sell out MSG.
That's the Dallas Cowboys fan.
17 wins. And we can still sell out the Garden, baby. Like there's no loyalty.
I'm giving you your flowers. I'm giving you your flowers because Knicks fans, you guys just gave me an unreasonable expectation of Quickly and Grimes being the reason why y'all win. But you guys are loyal to the soil. You're down like 4 flat tires. And that's why I got to respect you guys because no matter how crazy things look, you guys believe you have a chance.
And you know what?
Let Mike.
Can I say something real quick? Go ahead. Can I just say something real quick? And you know what about you Miami Heat fans? We love you because you're our little brothers.
Yo.
All right,
listen. You guys are passionate, but you ain't loyal. We said in our last podcast, you passionate, but you ain't.
I've been a Heat fan forever. The only time it was a tie is I was a Jordan fan from when he played in college. So I followed Jordan until the Heat got a team, and I liked whoever Jordan was playing with. And I always been a Miami Heat. Back when we had John Sunroll and John Crowley and Ronnie Cycli and all those guys. Back when we had Rothstein.
But see, that's the difference between a Heat fan and a Knicks fan. See, you stop being a Heat fan to be a Jordan fan. You go back being a Heat fan.
We didn't have a team.
We haven't seen a championship since the 70s, and we still loyal Knicks. Loyal, baby. Loyal.
RIPs y'all had with no championship.
That's right.
Hey, that's why. Hey,
when we took it from you guys in '99,
I was with you guys when we went to the finals. And let me tell you.
Blaze, one thing I'm going to tell you is that the reason why I say what I say about my players is something that I'm not just imagining and making up. I've seen my dogs do it all year. I've seen these dogs do it all year. They bullies. You heard?
Let me
tell you something about Fibs.
I'm going to tell you
about Fibs real quick. Fibs took us to the finals, helped take us to the finals in '99 when we took it from you guys. And the
Yeah,
Sixers gonna happen right
I
now.
wanted you
Look
guys
at
to
where-
win.
That's
And
gonna
what did you
happen.
guys do? What did you
Hold on,
guys
hold on.
do? You left the dude in the game that was still at 18 instead of playing his backup. I was actually pushing for the Knicks to win because I'm old school, which means if my team loses and I'm an Eastern Conference guy, I want the Eastern Conference to win, and I want a team to knock me out. And it was the poor coaching,
Right
being the guy
on, right
that was
on.
shooting still 18 by Pat Riley, I believe, because he's too loyal, and that's why you guys don't have a championship. So you guys should have had that championship that year. That's when you had Marcus Camby, and I think Ewan was hurt the whole 9 yards. So I'm not a Nick hater. I'm a Heat fan.
Blaze, let me ask you a
I
question.
respect that. I
Let me
respect
hold.
that.
I respect that.
Big props. That's my guy. Though. Blaze is my boy.
Right.
But Blaze,
Right.
let me ask you a question. I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys your championship. We can't deny that. Y'all won championships.
Y'all
However,
four.
I'll give it to you. Throw your fork.
Three.
However, riddle me this. Riddle me this.
You got it.
Out of all the battles between Miami and New York, who owns all the series against each other?
I think you guys dominated in the 90s for sure. I was at those games. I was there when we had Tim Hardaway, who's really 5'8", 5'9". He's not 6 feet. Alonzo Mourning is really 6'8.5", 6'9" on his best day. You guys were the better team.
He had to break down the measurements.
Those were some battles. Those were some battles.
I met these guys. I seen them out. You know what I mean? I seen them out. But
those were
to
some
be
battles.
honest, you guys should have a couple of championships in the 90s if it weren't for that guy called Michael Jordan. So I'm not a Nick hater.
And what about when we played you guys that 5 of our players were gone?
Yeah, listen. I'm not saying that you guys weren't Big Brother, but sometimes JV go to varsity, and sometimes the student becomes the teacher. And guess what? We took your mentor that made you guys who you were, and he's with us now.
Okay, but now this series we in blood sport right now. We in the blood sport, and we in the championship round, and we're gonna show you it's time for you to let it go. We're gonna give you the Geritol. We're gonna give you guys your crutches with the little tennis balls on the bottom.
And guess what?
It's time to take the old horse out to the pasture.
And guess what? If that happens, I will be pushing for the Knicks to win the NBA championship because
we ain't got no choice because it's gonna be us. It's our time. It's our time. We came ahead of schedule.
We should have. If your team loses, you have to eat your hat on line. That's how serious I am.
Yeah, I'll put a little bit of adobo on it. I'll put a little bit of adobo.
Hey, don't you almost Tom? I don't bet, but Castle, I don't bet, but you almost have me want to bet a pan of jerk wings versus Coquito.
I got 2 bottles of Coquito right now. I got 2 bottles of Coquito ready right now. So if you're ready for that, and we'll bring it on the show. We'll bring it on the show.
I'll have wifey make
jerk wings versus a bottle of Coquito for the series.
We'll bring it on the show. We'll bring it on the show, and bring some Saturday anyway for the fight.
Oh yeah, you watching the fight at your house tomorrow?
Hey, go on the fight. Go through for the fight.
All right, I'll get some jerk wings on the way there.
And then we could talk about how you guys are gonna lose because early in the afternoon we're gonna body you tomorrow.
Oh shoot, we put it before then?
The game's in the afternoon. See, you don't even know.
I don't know if I want to go through there. No, we're gonna win
at 3:30.
Big body bag tomorrow. We're gonna sop it up with a biscuit. Jimmy Butler's gonna get minus 20. We're gonna break him. They're saying he's not even gonna play. That's cap. As cover the spread.
In the words of Tech 9 battle rapper, rest in peace. Miami Heat gonna put the Knicks body bag in a body bag.
Listen, dogs, listen, dogs. There's no way that we coming into that kitchen and it ain't gonna be cleaned out. Bro, we coming to eat y'all food, bro.
I just don't see
these
what
are real.
saying.
These are real dogs. These are real bullies, and these are real hungry young hoopers, bro.
Seen the Heat get bullied. Let me ask you, when you ever seen the Heat get bullied in the playoffs?
In the 3-1 series in the regular season?
Oh, in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Get bullied.
Didn't y'all lose last year? Did y'all lose last year?
We didn't get bullied. We got outmanned. And we were 1 3-point away from going back to the NBA Finals again. And we did go to the NBA Finals without a superstar because all we had was Jimmy Butler. I'm just saying.
Listen,
Just
y'all
saying.
gonna get handled. Y'all gonna get handled. Y'all got
How though? I'm just confused. Like, who's gonna be that dude tomorrow in Miami?
I'm gonna
That's gonna
tell
be
you.
like,
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable.
Randall, Jalen Brunson, mark it down. Randall, Brunson, and RJ are both scoring. All three of them are scoring over 20. Grimes gonna have
That's
10,
not hard to
and
do. That's
IQ's
not
gonna
hard for me
have
to believe.
15. I'm telling you right now, Mike.
I have 25, and
Yo,
I
Jimmy Buckets does not want to see Josh Hart, man,
Or Grimes. Or Grimes.
or Grimes,
you
dude.
guys are serious too. That's the crazy thing. You guys like you saying stuff and you have a serious face. It's like I feel like I'm on.
You know why we're serious? Because we're the
Jimmy
fifth. We got the
Buckets
fifth.
does not
We
want to
fifth.
see
Right?
Josh
We fifth.
Hart,
Y'all eight.
dog. He does not
We
want
fifth.
to
Y'all
see
eight.
Josh Hart,
Who
man.
is Josh Hart? He's on like his 8th team already.
He's the one who locked down your team. He's the one that almost got a triple double the last game. He's the one that locked down Jimmy the first
Butler.
game.
What did he do against Jimmy Butler? You guys are the same people, and I was in your mind when you were saying, "Why is Josh Hart in the game?"
Because he locked down Jimmy. He locked down Jimmy. Could have. You don't even know how many points Jimmy had.
I like him. In the first game, I said I like Josh Hart. I was in your comments, and you guys like, "Why is he in the game? Why didn't they play a real shooter?" Blah 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 blah. Now all of a sudden he's good.
No, we were saying that because Grimes didn't play. Grimes is our starting two. Grimes wasn't playing. He had a bad shoulder. He only played
like
10 minutes.
Number 2? You said Grimes played like number 2?
No, that's why Josh Hart played. That's why Josh Hart played.
Number 2?
At which depleted our bench. That's what I was telling you in the beginning. We went and what Machete G said. We was down 2 starters. That's why y'all won, bro. Y'all won.
People from our bench too.
We was down 2. Listen. Even hold up. Even if Grimes isn't scoring, he is still a threat that you have to respect. Always.
Nope.
Grimes is a shooter. Nope. You gotta respect.
Hold on, Blaze. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Hold on, Blaze. Since you don't know, you're the best player in this series that you were saying for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler in the first game had 25, 11, and 4.
Yep.
RJ Barrett had 26, 9, and 7.
How many shots did he have?
It don't matter. He outscored him, and he assisted him.
How many shots did he have? How many turnovers did he have? And what did he do down the stretch? Let's talk about that.
He outplayed him, my man. Just like how you said, you talking about the player.
Jimmy Butler. Crazy.
You talking about the player. Did he outplay Jimmy in the first game? Yes or no?
Oh, he did not. He took more shots, yeah, but he's not playing Jimmy Butler.
Did he outscore Jimmy Butler? Yes or no?
Jimmy Butler's primary job is not to score. That's what RJ Butler.
No, don't dance, my man. It's a yes or no.
All he wants to do is score. That's his game.
Okay, so he outscored Jimmy. He outscored Jimmy. That Jimmy was the best dude in Milwaukee, and he gave more assists.
Who took more shots? Who took more shots?
Probably RJ. I haven't got into the.
By how many?
A lot.
Because it shouldn't be that close if he took that many more shots.
He took like 17 shots, I think. And I know Jimmy shot more than that.
And how many free throws did RJ take?
I think he took 10.
The difference is that they serve a different purpose. Jimmy's a facilitator and he scores where the team needs to. All RJ wants to do, only thing he feel like he has the offense to score.
All that to say that you said Jimmy Butler was the best player in the series. RJ outplayed him in the first game that he played. I'm just saying, you said he was the best player out of anybody in the series.
I said,
and RJ Barrett outplayed him.
Going into the series, which means you would have never had game 1, if you had a draft of who's the best player in the playoffs in this series, and it's gonna be Jimmy Butler, and I don't want to hear how many points RJ Barrett scored. I don't want to hear about people being injured. I don't want to hear about their young team. When the Heat win, and that means Jimmy Butler is the best player, I don't want to hear no excuse. I give no excuses, therefore I take no excuses.
No, and I respect that. That's why I said, you said in this series, RJ outplayed him. The one game he played.
No, he didn't. He outscored. Having more points than me, he outplayed me.
He had more assists than him.
Curry had a better game last night than Clay, but nobody's going to see that.
He had more assists than him, and he had a harder defensive matchup.
We got somebody in the chat that said Twin Tours racist.
What they say?
Please.
What they say?
Wait a sec. In the regular season, Grimes had 22 on y'all, and he's 6'10 from. He was 6 of 10 from three.
If I can't, you know what? Do you have a way to get the regular season people out of here? It's the postseason.
Okay, but that's what I just told you. You said in the postseason, and then when I said RJ outplayed Jimmy Butler, that you said in this postseason, who outplayed him? I said Brunson, and I'm telling you that I tell you that RJ outplayed him, and now you're trying to bring up how many shots?
We have too many. We have two definitions of playing. Obviously, because I guess you think only scoring.
You said
No.
I think
Hey, Jay Blaze. Let me say, I've been real quiet. The whole podcast, you've been asking, who's the better player than Jimmy? Who's Jimmy?
Scoring. This is
Bro,
crazy.
my brother just gave you the numbers and the stats, which Torres was asking about. He just said that RJ scored more than Jimmy in the game one.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the best player in no game.
That's not a debate, and this is the problem. This is the problem why people think LeBron's the GOAT, and he's not, because they're going by points. They don't go by defense. They don't go about controlling the floor. They don't go by anything. All they go by is, oh, well, you know, LeBron leads the league in scoring. Oh, this guy dropped 27 points. But how many shots did he take?
He took 20.
Did he drop 27? Did he drop 27 points in a winning effort?
Yes or no? I'm telling you, he took 20. And he made 10. I'm looking at you.
How many shots did Butler take?
Look, if you give me a second. Jimmy took 16 and made 8.
Right. So how many points did your boy have, RJ?
26.
And how many did Jimmy have?
25.
So who averages more points per shot? This guy had to take Daniel how many more shots to get one more point?
Like
four more shots in him.
He took 4 more shots to have 1 more point. You trying to tell me he's a better player?
How much longer has Jimmy been in the league? How much longer has Jimmy been in the league than RJ? RJ's only been here 4 years.
Now we get down to divine mathematics.
Look, okay.
If I took 4 more shots and only had 1 more point than you, then I did not have a better game, sir.
So what about the assist? What about the assist?
He's got a good point.
What about the assist?
Jimmy, no, wait a minute. He's got a good point. He's got Jay Blaze, you got a good point. You got a good point. You know, Jimmy made better shots and made more shots with less takes than RJ, but also RJ is 10 years younger than Jimmy.
Yeah.
Who got his teammates involved more?
That's what I said.
What about assists? What about assists?
Who's better now, though? Who's better
now? What about
assists? Going to be better.
Because he's only 10 years. He's only 10 years younger. By the time he gets to Jimmy's age, imagine what he's going to do when he's Jimmy's age.
Or he can go the complete opposite way. We can't project that.
But he's almost. RJ almost goes toe to toe with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Mike, check this out. If you put RJ's number compared to Jimmy Butler's first 4-year numbers, RJ is putting Jimmy in the pocket, bro.
He's ahead.
Let me give you that.
No. You didn't say that.
Hold on. Let me give you the stats. Cover the Spread said Jimmy Butler took 16 shots, 11 free throws. RJ took 20 shots and 8 free throws. So you're talking about 4 extra shots. That's it. 4.
So if he shoots 50%, if Jimmy Butler shoots 50% for that game, who scores the more points? If he shot 4 more times,
Jimmy Butler.
Right.
That's it. But who did? But who actually scored more points?
Let me give you an example.
RJ.
But who actually scored?
Why?
Okay, RJ made more points.
You guys remember a guy named Brandon Roy?
Yeah, but
what happened to him? He got injured. He's supposed to be the next great thing. We're looking to talk about who's the best player now. I'm not hating on RJ Barrett, but can no one tell me that Jimmy Butler is not the best player? People call him the best player in the playoffs right now.
I agree.
First of all, Blaze, you can predict that. You know how? Because RJ has gotten better literally every year.
What if he gets injured?
Let's go. He's gotten better literally every year. And in the playoffs, the game 1 of the playoffs, 24 points, 3 rebounds. Second game he had 26 points, 9 rebounds. Third game in the playoffs, 21 and 4, 26-2, 19-8, 14-3. We could go on. He's
Cleveland,
statistically
Cleveland, and Cleveland.
24-3 against Miami on May 2nd, 26-9 against Miami April 3rd. At 7 assists. He facilitated better than Jimmy. He outscored Jimmy. He had a harder defensive matchup than Jimmy.
Play the second game. Go back. You can't tell Jimmy Butler didn't play game number 2. He played game number 1.
Jimmy Butler had 24 points. I mean, RJ had 20
game 2. The game 1.
The game that they played is the stats that I gave you when he had 26.
Right, but you was giving me game 2 stats. My
I'm
point
just
is
giving you. You said we can't predict that he's going to be good.
Is Jimmy Butler's role for the Miami Heat to be a primary scorer? The answer is no.
He's their star. He is their star. Yes or no?
His job is not to be the primary scorer.
What is his job then if he's the superstar? Who scored 56 against the Heat? I mean, who scored 56? Who scored 56?
Because he had to. That's my point.
Who scored the 40?
He's the primary scorer for
the 40. Who scored the 40 in Milwaukee too?
He's not. He's not.
All right,
he will score more if the team has to.
All right, Jay Blaze. Who's the primary scorer for the Heat? Hero?
Really, Hero was considered
Lowry? Hold on. As a matter of fact, Twin Torres
right now, in this series, like how you said, in this series.
How you going to ask me a question and answer it?
In this series.
All right.
Like Jimmy Butler has said before the first series, whatever it takes to win. If he has to throw up 40 or 50, he will. If he can get away with making his teammates get involved, that's how you win. When you have your teammates doing well, then he's going to do that. So in his world, a perfect Jimmy Butler game is 22, 23 points, 7, 8 rebounds, 7, 8 assists, 2 or 3 steals, 2 or 3 blocks, and then have somebody like Gabe Vincent or somebody like Strus and somebody like Duncan Robinson score 20 or 25. Have Bams do 20 and 10. Hero was the second leading scorer. So in the perfect with Jimmy Butler, he doesn't want to lead the team in scoring. His job is to backfill, do what the team needs, and if it's scoring, he'll do it.
But isn't that what RJ did? And RJ did it better.
RJ only seeks to score, bro. That's all he seeks to do.
He has 7 assists, more than Jimmy.
In one game. How about the other games?
In the other game, he had more rebounds and more assists. He had 3 assists. He has 4. He's averaging 5 assists a game.
Jay Blaze. Hold on. Let me tell you something. You're comparing the number 1 option against our number 3 option.
And you said he's a better player.
RJ is our third option. You're comparing your number 1 primary scorer.
And he got that many shots up. And he got that many shots up, and he's a number 2 option.
He only have 4 more shots. He only have 4 more shots.
But if you got number 1 option and your number 3 option, you're proving my point, has 4 more shots to that number 1 option. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, 4 shots is way more? 4 shots? 4 shots is way more?
If you're number 3, if you're the third option, you shouldn't have 4 more shots to that number 1 option.
So your number 1 option got more free throws.
Proving my point. My point is that Jimmy Butler doesn't care about scoring. He'll do it if we need it.
But you said he's the best player. You said he's the best player.
Who's a better all-around player than Jimmy Butler? All-around
Randall.
Hey, no.
Randall plays defense. Are you telling me that Julius Randall plays
hold
defense?
on. 1-on-1? Hold on. Let's put it in this perspective. Let's put Jimmy and Randall in a 1-on-1 situation. Randall is locking down Jimmy all day. Are you crazy?
You crazy.
Are you crazy?
They're Randall out the game. You're crazy.
Hey, it's going to be a bloodbath tomorrow. This is a series of no excuses either way. No Knicks fans, no Miami fans. Hey, no excuses. Just remember, you said the best player in this series is Jimmy Butler. Just off game 1 alone, he got body back by a number 3 option. Just on 1 game.
Who won game 1?
Y'all won game 1. Y'all won game 1.
So your number 3 option had more points and you still lost.
But that's
which means you don't know how to play
basketball. Let me say something.
Which means you don't know how to play basketball.
Hey, my guy, listen. If we go back, Jalen Brunson injured his ankle I think before the playoffs or right in the cusp of the playoff. He wrecked his ankle, and he's been balling on that ankle. And all right.
Listen,
Hey,
3
hey,
p.m.
listen. When,
My
when, when
heart
we
bleeds
turn
for
Jimmy,
you.
when we turn Jimmy into fucking into ground beef, when we go into him, when RJ run down on him, when Julius run down on him, because that's what they like doing. They like running
Hey,
down on
listen.
niggas.
You
When
can't run,
my
you don't look
niggas
at run down on
start
people
running
in New
down
York.
on niggas,
You don't look at run down on people in New York because you guys have steps to go down. We have porches in Florida. You got to run up, number one.
hey, listen,
And
you know
number
what RJ
two,
Let him
does
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
number two, I love New Yorkers. The league is better when the Knicks are relevant and they're good. But this is the problem. You guys win one series, and all of a sudden, you guys are the greatest of all time. Get in your place, which
We
is
didn't.
under our feet.
We
When
never
you
said all
guys-
time. We just said we're better than y'all. That's the difference. Listen, we ain't never greatest of all time, but we better than y'all, and we better than Cleveland. And this series,
right now,
if we beat
right
them,
now,
I said if we beat you guys, and I give you guys props and respect. If we beat you guys are the veteran, most experienced team. If we beat you, we should be, unless it's Golden State, we should be able to compete and possibly win the next level. You guys to us, I think, is our. That's why I put Godzilla versus King Kong. We respect time. We respect 305. It's always a battle against 305. It's never an easy fight. It's not a clear win either way. It's just going to be a blood sport where we can agree to disagree, but come at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Pause.
3 p.m. tomorrow.
Pause.
One of us is going to be right. And I'm pretty sure it's us.
The game starts at 3. By 6:30, one of us going to be all right. And I don't want you to take it personal. It's only basketball. I hope we all can be friends after he beat you guys and shit. And I can jump in your chats and laugh. But don't be ducking me when I'm in y'all chats on Sunday.
No, you're gonna be on Sunday. You're gonna be on Sunday.
Yeah, no, don't duck the camera. Don't duck the. See, he already wanted to jump to the.
He's already put.
He already look. Hey, listen. You already predicted the L right there, my guy.
We winning. We're winning. I want you to be able to save face because I was there after game 1, and me and my son, we laughed all the way to Olive Garden.
Hey, send our love. Send our love. If hold on. If you said Jimmy gets 27, who is these other players? And I need numbers. Who's the next 2 players that are gonna outball all of us? I need a number.
Strauss has 19. Strauss has 19.
Strauss
has 19. Gabe Vincent has 12.
Who?
Vincent has 12.
Who?
Gabe Vincent has 12. Gabe Vincent.
I would give him 19.
Kyle Lowry has 14. Bam has 18 points and 13 assists. I'm giving you real numbers.
Oh, okay. 13 and what? What? Let him finish. Let him finish.
13 rebounds. 5 assists for Bam. Right now I'm calling him Pebbles. But if he play good, I call him Bam again. 18 rebounds, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. We're going to have a bunch of guys in the teams. And that's the difference. We got guys that we know reliably can score 10 or more.
Just so I can make sure I heard you clear. You said Bam Adebayo will have 18 rebounds?
18 points and 13 rebounds and 5 assists.
13 rebounds.
Hey, Blake.
Just I want to make sure I got all this on evidence. So you said Strus is going to have 19, right?
No, 18.
Okay,
19. We'll keep 19.
I'll give you 18. I'll give you 18, 19. And we'll throw 19. The one just. So we have 19. You said Lowry is having 14.
14.
And then you said how much? Vincent is only going to have 12. The guy's giving you 20 in both games.
Yeah, because Strauss actually scores more over. If you look throughout the last 2 years, Strauss is actually the bigger scorer, and he goes to the basket better.
Hey, you know what?
That's why Vincent is open because they're on Strauss. Now, if you change your attention to Vincent, Strauss is going to go off.
So you got Bam out rebounding Mitch.
Duncan Robinson with 12 off the bench.
Hey, you're missing another fact. Grimes was the starter that we had missing. Do you know that Grimes is a better defender than RJ and a lot more better defender than Hart?
He's good.
You know that, right?
He's a good on ball defender, but he loses people when we run our sets, and that's the biggest problem your team have. You don't
That's
run
true.
sets. You play 1-on-1, and then you pass it open man. And in close games, that's going to cost you.
Hey,
No, listen. I
What's your
always
offensive
have this one
philosophy?
thing. Listen, one thing that you can know about the Knicks is that if we're scoring 30 plus points in the first quarter, that means the ball is being shared. And that's been a thing that we've been doing like since the win streak. We've been scoring 30 plus, 28 plus. You know the ball is being shared. We've had multiple players with double digit numbers
But that
all
doesn't mean you
year
have a
long.
system. You know that, right?
So how are we not? You
You don't have an offensive
that's
system. So
listen.
what you guys do is dribble penetration and you pass the ball. You don't have an offensive system where your people routinely can get an easy shot or easy bucket. It's dribble penetration and kick it open man. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
hey,
that's what I
hey,
said. That's what I said. You guys are gonna win.
we hold up. You know, we had two runs, right? We had a run of 9 wins, and then we had another run of 8 wins. You know what it takes to get those runs, which no other team has done in the NBA. Go on 2 runs like that is sharing the ball. We was a lot faster. We were sharing the ball. Like right now is the playoffs, so they're gonna let Julius work. They're gonna let Brunson work. But when we get into that system where we're running down, like I told you, it's gonna start happening. We're gonna start running down on y'all, and y'all not gonna be able to keep up with us in pace. Y'all not gonna be able to keep up, especially with Mitch underneath. Y'all not driving in.
Well, it's gonna be. It's gonna
Y'all
be.
not driving in at all.
So in the playoffs, teams tend not to give up fast break points, and they make you run an offensive set. And that's one of the Tibbs staples, And it's crazy because I watched a video earlier today, showing that he averaged 26 points in college and he was a great scorer. But he does. You guys, he never had an offensive system in Chicago. He didn't have one in Minnesota. You guys do not have an offensive system where you can run a play and guarantee a good look or easy bucket out of a timeout. You just have great players that make plays for each other. And eventually that luck runs out when you need to run a play where you get a clean shot or you need to run a play where you need an easy bucket. Your plays are give the ball to your best ball handler, hope they can beat 1-on-1 and pass it open guy.
That's until our bench comes into play. That's why we had the number 4 bench. I think it was even higher than that. Bench in the NBA, the most scoring bench. Which that's the only reason you guys are even within the game, because none of our bench players had any rhythm going, and we were one of the top benches in all of the NBA. Your bench did good. You guys outplayed us, but now we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna cut
They
this short.
plan against
It's
themselves or they
really
plan
short.
against IDA.
What'd you say?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, no. We'll cut this
I'm
short.
saying
We're
I
gonna
don't want
talk
y'all
at
ducking the smoke.
3 p.m. 3 p.m. We're gonna talk. We're gonna come back and don't run. Sunday, tell Ayana my bad because I'm gonna have you on and you're gonna have to bring some jerk chicken and we're gonna have to talk of this all over again. But Jay Blaze, we appreciate you having New York Knicks fanatics. What you guys got? Close us out here. What you gotta say, Blaze? Let's get your closing thoughts.
Hey,
You
and,
frozen.
as a gentleman, I have to wish you well on Saturday. You're not gonna win, but hey, don't let your blood pressure go up. It's gonna go 6 or 7 games. So the series has just begun. That's all.
Michelle,
Keep
you
by
got something to
five.
say to close out? I think he's driving. Phil,
Mike might be driving. Blaze, we greatly appreciate you being on the show and giving us your little thoughts. You know what I mean? Well, we greatly appreciate that. You know what I mean? But it was, I do give you big respect for respecting the blue and orange. You know what I mean? You stood up on your words, and yeah, I can't wait to see you on Sunday. You should try to call Jimmy or Riley to see if they could upgrade you from 3G to 5G so we don't get that too much freezing. You know what I mean? So let's get the heat to upgrade your Wi-Fi service to 5G. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put in a word for you.
let's
And
keep the game. Keep the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Keep the
yeah.
game.
The game. Oh, we're gonna stop y'all out. We coming in the Timbs. I think we should all be dressed in black Timbs on. You know what I mean? And just stomp the shit out of niggas. And the score. We're gonna hold y'all to about like 85, right? We're gonna hold y'all down to about 85. We probably win by like 15, 17 points.
Machete, what you got, Machete?
Hey, shouts out to all the organic fanatic fan cast out there. First of all, shouts out to Jay Blaze and the Miami Heat fans out there holding it down. Thanks for the conversation about the games, what might happen. I don't want to predict or anything like that, but good luck. You guys are gonna need it. But let's go, Knicks. Please like and subscribe.
All right, and I want to say thank you to my brother Jay Blaze, longtime friend, family member. We appreciate you. Even though you're on the other side of the tracks with the Heat, it's always rivalry, it's always love, no matter what. We appreciate you. I appreciate your wealth of knowledge. Your wisdom always pours out at all times. So you're very smart. Appreciate all your stats. A little delusional about you guys winning, and that Jimmy's the best guy. But maybe you're tired from work. I got him. I appreciate all of them. I'm just clowning with you. It's gonna be a great series.
You the first op in the building.
Hey, we give you props. We give you props to come in. Hey, you held down Miami. You held down the 305 like no other. Miami 305 should be proud that they had someone that didn't back down, because that's how 305 never does. They don't back down. It's been beef, but it's always love between us, no matter what. 305 and NY. We family. That's only
because out to 305. Shouts out to Bishop.
We relate to each other because we real. Our two cities are real. That's one thing that we beef, but we fight exactly the same. We talk exactly the same. We don't take no shorts. We talk straight how we feel, right from the heart, and let people know how we feel. Just like me telling you,
That's
guys are
how it is.
We appreciate you, 305. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Cover the Spread. We appreciate you coming. Everybody in the chat.
Shouts out to donation.
Everybody in the chat.
Everybody who's watching this, 305, 718, 212.
Everybody. We appreciate it. Miami, we got it's nothing but love. 305, we've been here. You know what I mean? It's all love, and it's going to be a battle. We're going to get it in blood. And you know what I mean? You're going to see real bullies balling when we show up to the arena. You heard?
This series is passing the torch, and if you don't give it to us, we're going to beat it out of your hand.
Nigga, we taking the torch.
Doesn't the Statue of Liberty have a torch already?
Then that means we're destined for it. Oh, we can do this all night, guys. Look, we can do this all night. We'll keep going. This will be a 7-hour podcast. This will be a 7-hour podcast. My brother can keep going. Blaze, ain't no stopping him. He can keep going all night. For sure, Paul's the arguments. We do this all the time, people.
Yo, hey,
let us know. Listen, hey, we cutting it out. We appreciate y'all. Come Sunday. Y'all want to see the part 2 of this? The long Sunday, somebody losing. Somebody's going to have to retract some words, either the 305 or the 718. Either way, it's going to be a party. Sunday, 6 p.m. after the game. We're going to talk about it. So here we go. Peace up and recycle. You're the Organic Fanatics. We out.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the Organic Podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks.
You're